Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. So today's video is going to be something a little bit special. I spent pretty much all day watching day 2 of Milwaukee Regionals. And I saw some pretty interesting things, right? So as I'm sure some of you know, Andrew Ding won the entire thing. It was actually a sweet story. He ended up facing Carson Confer, who's a friend of his, and they actually had the exact same team. He met him in the semifinals, and he ended up winning um, quite satisfactorily. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. He was able to win it in dominating fashion, and I thought, hey, we could actually build the team, or at least what we know of the team. So we know he had Ursaluna. Ooh, one more thing, actually, huge shout out to Joey Pokiem MD. I can't believe that dude made top 8 in his first ever regionals. I'll show y'all all know Joey. He was usually, I used to watch him back in the day, a Smogon battler, singles back in the day when I battled in singles. The only reason I stopped watching him was because I stopped battling singles. I started playing VGC. But yeah, he's good. You can see that the IQ, the battle IQ, translates from singles to doubles, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. You're exercising the same muscle. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna try to build the team that Andrew Ding used to win the tournament. So he had an Ursaluna. He had an Urshifu-Rapid strike. He also had a Miraidon. They were interesting sets. We're gonna talk about that real soon. He also had an Incineroar. He also had Lunala and Grimmsnarl. Lunala and Grimmsnarl. Now, personally, I would hate to go up against this team. It seems really bulky. You're looking at screen snarl, right? Lunala's bulky in its own. Incineroar is bulky. Ursaluna is not that easy to take out, but it was the synergy in the team. Wait, am I missing someone? No, that's it. That's it. Um, so we already know Ursa is going to be running that Flame Orb. Urshifu was a unique set. It was choice banned. Choice banned. Funny enough, it actually didn't show up to any of the games that were on stream, so that was very interesting. The Miraidon was an assault vest Miraidon, so it was bulky. And when he faced against Carson, there was a lot of speed ties. Obviously, there's literally the same team, so there's a lot of speed ties. But Andrew ended up winning a lot of them, which heavily put the match in his favor ultimately. And yeah, Intimidate, obviously. I think the Incin was Rocky Helmet. Lunala was Electric Seed, which is really good so it allows you to lead Lunala and Miraidon, which is pretty good. And then the Grimmsnarl, of course, is just the Light Clay Grimmsnarl. So yeah, it was a pretty good team. Obviously able to handle a lot of things. The Miraidon had Volt Switch. It had Draco. It had Electro Drift, obviously. But Snarl is what I think really sets this Miraidon set from other Miraidon set. Usually you're running Dazzling Gleam, you're going Terra Fairy, but his Miraidon was running Snarl. And with Assault Vest, you're able to really punish the Cali Shadow Riders. There's a reason we didn't see a single Cali Shadow Rider in day 2, I think. It was mostly Miraidon and Cali Ice. Joey brought Miraidon and Ho-Oh. But yeah, this Snarl here, it really, you combine that with Light Screen, like what's Cali Shadow doing? Tickling. It's literally tickling your Pokemon. And then you also have Incineroar as well, and Ursaluna. Yeah, this team was built to kind of just blow up Cali Shadow teams. And I think even Zamazenta teams, because why else you put Choice Band on this, right? So your close combat is hitting even harder, right? And then you have Ursaluna, who hits like a truck, right? You got the Facade. You know, you got Headlong Rush, you have Earthquake, right, and you have Protect. It was really interesting too, because I saw another trainer. I forgot what his name was. I think it was, yeah, it was Luca Paz. He ended up killing his own, oh well, not killing, well, knocking out his own Incineroar with Earthquake. Did he use the same team? One second, guys. It's a very similar team. He just has a Whimsicott instead of the Grimmsnarl. So he has Incineroar, Lunala, Urshifu-Rapid, Ursaluna, Miraidon, and Whimsicott. So he ends up, it was so interesting because I'm sure he regretted that move too, because like after the battle was lost, and you know it was kind of like they were congratulating each other, etc., etc. He actually like sat down and was thinking for quite a few seconds, because he didn't have to Earthquake that turn. Obviously his opponent got the double Protect, but he didn't have to Earthquake. He could have just headlong rushed the the Miraidon, which was standing beside a Calyrex Ice Rider, and he would have knocked it out, right? Because he went Flare Blitz into the Cali Ice, right? So he didn't need to Earthquake, but he did, and because of that, it lost him the set. So I'm sure that's one he wishes he had back. Anyways, so some synergies in this that we can point out for sure. Ursaluna with Lunala. Beside Lunala, it can just click Earthquake, because this is wide guarding, so it's going to protect itself from that Earthquake. You can set up Trick Room, Moongeist Beam, which is pretty nice. So it's pretty much a Flutter main, with its ability to go Terra Fairy, and then it's hitting you with these moon attacks. And I like the nickname they gave the core, especially the Trick Room core, or the Trick Room version of the team. They call it Moon Room, patent pending, which is pretty cool because Lunala and Ursaluna, both moon, and then you have Moonblast and Moongeist Beam. So yeah, I like that name for sure. And what a duo that was, Lunala and Ursaluna. And Andrew Ding said it himself. Ursaluna was the MVP of the whole tournament for him, because yeah, like Earthquake, that's taking a lot of damage. Guts boosted, 140 base attack, that's doing a whole lot of damage, right? So yeah, that the Ursaluna, Lunala, obviously Incineroar doing Incineroar like things, the fake outs, the U-turn, the Flare Blitz. I think his had Will-O-Wisp instead of Knockoff, I'm not too sure, but it was an effective Pokemon. Grimmsnarl for sure. Spirit Break, which again, very very underrated move, because it reduces your special attack by 1 stage. So you just use that, you neuter just the special attackers. You've got Light Screen, which is really annoying. Like it just makes the whole team bulky. You pair that with Intimidate and Snarl. Like it looks to be a very defensive team. Like it's one of those teams where when you're facing it, you have to be patient, right? Like if you want to take a team like this down, you have to exercise a lot of patience, because it's not gonna be click one move and you're blowing everything back. No, you're gonna have to be methodical, and it creates a lot of leg room. I feel like he had a lot of leg room to play with given the bulk of the team, right? And then we have Shadow Shield on Lunala as well, Electric Seed as well. Like yeah, it's a tough team to take down for sure. I am not surprised that this team was able to do so well. I mean, two trainers who ran this exact team were able to make top 4, and another player in the top 4 ran the exact same team except for except for Whimsicott. So it's clear that this archetype is going to be an archetype to pay attention to. Yeah, and again, it's hard to think of what can beat it. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. This has Thunder Wave. A really really solid team. I actually had fun watching the entire tournament today. It was a lot of fun. Miraidon was able to come up clutch in some games. But yeah, the real stars of the show were these two, the Moon Room duo. Ursaluna, and Lunala. So yeah, guys, look out for this team because you're definitely gonna see it on ladder. It performed really well today, and you can see why. It's got bulk, it's got power. Now the Miraidon wasn't getting the one hit KOs that the choice specs Miraidons would get, right? But its presence was still felt. Like even without the choice specs, it almost one shots Calyrex Ice Rider. And you and I know how bulky that Pokemon is. I think it took like 95% to Cali Ice, so that's a lot of damage, especially on invested. Well, without the choice specs, right? And then you still have the ability to switch your moves up as well, which is huge. So yeah, a lot of the time he brought Lunala, Grimmsnarl, Miraidon, and Ursaluna. Never Sir Urshifu, not even once. Incineroar, maybe he brought it maybe once or twice. But yeah, it was definitely an entertaining an entertaining regional championships to watch. Again, shout out to Joey. It was nice seeing him out there, man. I always say that guy's jawline it was sculpted by, Michelangelo himself. So yeah, it was nice to see that dude, hear his voice again. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different from the videos I've been releasing over the past few days, but I thought it was important to talk about this team. It was a very impressive team, an impressive showing. And yeah, 3 out of the 4 top 4 trainers had almost this exact same archetype. So it works. It clearly works. And Luca Paz, he actually was undefeated up until the semifinals. Literally, he had won every set up until the semis, and he lost to the team that ended up winning the entire thing. So that in itself speaks volumes. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. I'm still gonna be posting videos about my VGC climb, and eventually I'm gonna make a new team as well. But yeah, until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Peace out.